Alright, we got one. I got a good one for you here. Kenny Brisbon and Bobby Diebold. And he may see this 11 now. If he does, he can go forward. If he can shoot the 11 now, he can come up and shoot the 13. See, he's looking at that 13 right after it, which would lead him to a good position for the 14. If he can shoot this 11, he's going to do it now. He wants to stay with his pattern and wants to shoot this 12 ball really bad. See that? I think he may have called him. I called the bank. Thought he did. Didn't like where the cue ball was going if he had to cut that ball in. And I don't blame him. It was headed right into the 5-2, and who knows what was going to happen from there. Probably not a lot of very good stuff, that's for sure. Ken's got to figure it out. If he's got the angle where he can hold this ball, he'll just go forward. I didn't think he had the right angle on the 3. He needs to get on the other side of this table over here for the 1 and the 7. Went right between them, real nice. Uh-oh. I think he was thinking he was coming around that. Now he's going to have to play a bank shot because it doesn't go in the corner. It's the only ball he can see. So Kenny's going to have to bank this ball out of here. He's going to have to bank it. He's called the 7 cross corner. And draw it back, you know, if he can draw it back into the 14, that would be just about ideal. That lengthen out on him a little bit, trying to control the draw there. Body's still gotta get on the 11. But you can roll forward and get on the 13, or get on the 13 so you can roll forward to get to the 11 or something. Bobby's a very deliberate player. You're not going to see him do anything really quick except for his warm-up strokes. The single will work. Go to the rail and back towards the 11 ball, or you can draw it over for the 13, and there he was just looking at. Try and draw it back over here to the rail, just a little bit above where that chalk is. That, and he's obtained a nice angle here. If he has to push the 6, that's not that big of a deal. He'd prefer to just go past it without having to touch it. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that, but that's what he would prefer to do. You never want to hit balls unless you have to. I think Bobby's trying to just push forward for the 11. He's got this kind of angle. He might behoove him to go to the end rail and back up for the 11. Run into the 6 for perfect. They can either push this around the 6 a couple of rails for the 8 in the same hole, or he can draw to the side rail and back over for the 8 in the same hole. It's a matter of preference and what he's, what he's more comfortable with shooting. Looks like he's taking the 2 rails around. Cleared the 3, give him a straight path to Q at this, and it has. Nice run. Bobby takes first game. Let's see what we can do from here. Kenny's first match took a little while. They just started this one, 15 minutes ago. It was his first match took about 2 hours. Let's see what else we got going on around the room for you. Alright, it looks like we still have Rick Schroeder playing Houston Rodriguez. Kevin Ross playing Steve McConnich. Bart Good is waiting an opponent on the B side. Has his Scott Schroeder, then George K, Jamie Goodwin, and Tony Jenkins. Still on the A side. They're awaiting match between Rick Schroeder and Huey Rodriguez. Winner of that plays Tony, and the winner of this match here, Bobby Diebold and Kenny in Brisbon, plays Jamie Goodwin. On an open table, it is okay for a player to play a combination like that, hitting one kind of ball and pocketing the other. The only thing you can't do on an open table like that is shoot the 8 first. It can be involved in a combination, it just cannot be the first ball that you contact. We are playing BCA rules here today. It's race to 7, alternate break. 8 ball does not count for a win or a loss on the break. Yeah, Bobby's looking at shooting the 7 here. He probably just wants to pop this and stop the cue ball right there. If it rolls forward or backwards an inch or two is fine, but I don't know if he's got the angle to hold. I think he's got to go to the rail. Yeah, he did. He's come around perfect for that 3 ball. Get the 3 out of the way, the 6 goes in the corner. And shoot the 3, the 6, the 4, the 1, the 2. You'd like to have almost that same shot, and he did. He came up with it. Nice speed, nice shot. So Bobby, you won't see him do anything quick, but he will run out, and run out again and again and again. Draw the side rail for the 4 next. The 1 does pass the 14 up in the corner. He wants to be straight in on it so he can draw back for the 2. I may have to go to the rail and back out for the 2 here. Yep, to the rail, back over. I was actually going to cut this 2 ball into the left-hand side of that corner pocket so that this cue ball can go to the rail. It's a nice straight and 8 ball. It's a really nice rack there by Bobby. Nice way to figure things out. Except for which end to rack from. So this is the Who's Who Billiards Club, Bay City, Michigan. Part of their series of their Big Dogs tournaments. They do the Big Dogs 9 ball, 8 ball, and the Big Cats. Apparently we were missing a ball. We got it now. Get hung up sometimes, piece of chalk falls in the pocket or whatever. Get some kind of blockage, and you just gotta toss a ball or 2 down there to free it up and get the show on the road. And Bobby to break. I'd like to say hello to everybody out there. My name is Sherry. We are Railbirds Productions. We are located in Traverse City, Michigan. Streaming tournaments throughout the Midwest. If you have a tournament that you'd like live streamed, a big action match, send us a message. We'd be more than happy to give you a quote. Wanted to let you know that our live stream is does have DVR capabilities, just like your TV if you've got it at home. You can fast forward, pause, rewind up to 4 hours. Need to take that break, gotta go to the bathroom, get some munchies for something, for watching the show, and you can just press pause, come on back and start over and not miss anything. Heard you missed somebody, somebody was playing and you missed it, you can go backwards. Just hover your mouse over your screen and you'll see progress bar, and you can move that forward or backward wherever you'd like. Backwards to 4 hours. Of course, you can't go forward any farther than live. We are one of the only live streaming companies that does not disable that function in YouTube. That is something that is automatically turned on. The other people you're watching, they actually have to turn it off when they go to start their stream. We do this for free. So if you're watching us and commercial pops up, we do get paid for those commercials playing. That's how we make some of our money. So we'd really appreciate it if you'd let the commercial play. Support us. You don't have to watch it. Just let the thing play. Oops, I am so sorry about that, people. Let me get you back the actual game here. That was a nice shot. I thought Diebold to stop. It's still got room for it to go. 7 doesn't pass the 9, so Bobby's gonna have to shoot the 1 and hope to get shape on the 2, or shoot the 1 and get shape on the 7. The 7's in a little bit of a predicament as well. It does not go in the corner past the 9. It goes in just about every other hole on the table. But I think Bobby's going to try and get on leave himself a shot on this 2 next. No, he was going for the shot on the 7. That's really nice. He just shoots this thing. Maybe a little bit of an angle to go towards the 15. If it does, he's going to want to punch it to push the 15 out of the way to give him a shot on the 2. If he's straight in, he just goes forward an inch or 2, and he's got a great shot on the 2. Go back and forth for the 8 in the same hole. If he doesn't have that angle, he's going to have to draw this to the side rail and back out and try to get almost exactly where the 7 is for the shot on the 2. He got through there? Yes. No. Let's see what it looks like. That is really close. He's queuing it. Yeah, he must have it. He's going to come 1 rail straight back down and shoot the 8 in the same hole. This is just teeny bit above center ball is all he needs here. Runs into the 8, but ends up bumping it perfect for him to go on the side, and Kenny surrenders. Oh, he's got himself a nice little lead here. Almost half the set. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, I'd hope you tell your friends what you're doing. All these great Michigan players vying for this title. Besides Kenny and Bobby here, we've got Huey Rodriguez playing. Jason Lynch was just put out of the tournament last match. We have Rick Schroeder playing Jamie Goodwin. They promise to only get better and better throughout the day. It's a nice break by Kenny. Made a couple balls, sounds like. Nice little lineup of balls, 12, 4, 11, and cue ball. The only thing I can't tell is if the 4 goes. It depends on how the 11's sitting on it. It looks like it does. I think I'd just shoot the 11th and the 11 and call the 12, play the 11, 4, 12 combination. And that's what he's doing. I think he might be thinking better about it. I think I'd just shoot the 2, if you can see it. The 6 goes, the 3 goes, the 1, everything goes. The only thing there's a possible issue is the 14. You need to take care of that, get it out of the way for the 9 ball. Then shoot the 11. Just rubbed the 13. Let me come back through here. He's got a nice shot on the 14 now. He could elect to shoot the 10 as well if he would like, but I think he's going to shoot the 14 and come down the back down the rail up underneath the 9 ball with a little bit of. Looks like he's trying to get on the 10 after this. Shooting with a high ball, he's spinning around for the 10. And he's still got that 13 there, so he's alright. As long as he can see it to make it. From my computer monitor, it looks pretty close, but I think I think he may have it. That was a nice recovery by Kenny there. I'm gonna try the same thing. Come back over. I hit it really nice. And just shoot the 10, roll the 10 in, and shoot the 8. He can cue in between that 5 and the 2, so you just slide off of it and shoot the 8 in the side pocket. Just shoot it all the way up in the corner. You got straight on it. It's a nice out by Kenny. It's on the board. Bobby's break. He'd like to hold serve here and keep the pressure on. gonna end up being a short day today, but I won't complain too much because it's 2.5 hours home after this is over. Okay, so, you know, you won't see Bobby do too much too quick, not even racking, but he's a very, very deliberate player. It needs to come up dry. Everything kind of moved one side of the table. Makes the run out a little bit harder. The 12-5 has pardon me, causes a problem. Something you gotta, you know, something else that's got to be figured out. I like the stripes. The stripes are the easier way. They have the more open balls. Kenny's going to try and break this 12 out right here, draw over into it. He's hit that quite nicely. He wants it to get off there. Still goes. The ball he's got to figure out now. And once he shoots this 15, all of the problems for the solids have disappeared now. A little bounce off of that. That's a nice shot. Probably just going to barely rub the 6 after making contact with the 12. There you go, 13. Next, bounce off for the 9. You can even try and come back between them and move the 8. I think I like doing it from the 9, though. You can get a better angle here. Just punching off the rail. He got straight, and straight is no good. I'm shooting the 10 up in the corner. This bottom right hand corner here, you can drag the cue ball to the side rail and try to hit the 9, 10, or the 8. I'm sorry, the 8, 14. I'm already tired. Only 3 matches in and I'm already tired. Maybe this 14 goes on the side. Either that or Kenny's going to bank it. He's playing it straight in the side pocket. I'm going to try and draw off of it, something to come back over for a shot on the 10. That was a nice shot. Looks like the 8 does pass the 1. Just pop this up in the corner and leave probably bounce off of the rail for straight in on the 8. Okay. Never made it to the rail, but a little bit harder. It would have hit the rail and bounced out. another game bet. Looks like the snow is starting to accumulate outside. Piling up on somebody's vehicle out there. Oh, our next event will be next Saturday, a week from today, April 9th. It's Fallen Timbers in Honor, Michigan. We'll be playing 9-ball. We have a $45 entry fee with $250 added on 16 players. We have to do a players auction for this. It's on there we have 5 7-foot diamond tables. Is a one-day tournament. Love to see everybody there. And if you can't come and join us, we hope you log in and watch a couple matches. Come hang with me for a while. Marty, this is a race to 7. 8-ball race to 7. That table right now is Kenny Brisbon. Kenny was the number 1 pick in the players auction before the tournament. I'm sorry, I'm yawning already. Danny is elected to play safe. Let's see what he... I think the only ball that Bobby can see that's his is the 11, and I know he doesn't want to move it. I'd be kicking at this 12 down here, down by the bottom left-hand corner. That'd be the 12, the 2, and the 9. And Definitely would be kicking at the 12 here. Poppy's gone safe and he's got his jump cue, saying I'm not going to break this up for you. Sorry. Just jumping at the 9. Good hit. He wasn't falling for it. And I don't blame him, I wouldn't either. Okay, he's gonna cut this 2 and go back and forth. Shot on the 3 up in the corner. Or in the side. Doesn't go in the corner, goes in the side. To give him a nice shot for a breakout on the 11 forward. He's gonna get both of them. Cue ball hits the 11 and it breaks. Oh! It hits the 11 and breaks out both of them, but I did not see it scratching off of that ball. That's another one of them things, you know, you got it absolutely perfect for it to do that. Bobby's got ball in hand and a good opportunity to put a little bit more space between him and Kenny. It's somebody you don't want to give any, don't want to give any breathing room. Definitely want to capitalize on every mistake. Or maybe not even mistake, but opportunity handed you. Bobby was looking to see this 11 ball, if it's going to go afterwards. Where? I think I like shooting the 10 and going forward and brushing the 11-1. Shoot it in the top right hand corner. Let me give you a look what he's looking at here. How close this situation is. I like shooting it the other way. Then rub the 11. I think he's finally made up his mind here. In case he can try and draw into it. Just rub it out a little bit. No. He's decided it goes, no problem, I guess, and he's just going to work his way around to it. Well, let's get you a full view here so you can see what's going on. Go forward with this 9 ball for the 13 so that he can go, for the 13 he wanted it to be straighter so he could go forward for that 11, and he did not get there. The only way I see for him to, he has to brush off of the 8, and that is not, so you don't want to be moving balls you don't have to. I could draw off of the 13 a couple of rails around for the 11. He's going to try and push past it. I think he's gotten perfect on it. Looks pretty good to me. I think he'd like to be able to maybe draw it back for the 12. That's what he was just looking at there. Just pull it back to the rail and back out a little bit. That's a good shot. I think I like to drag it out of the and come back almost kind of where he is now, maybe a little bit more towards the side pocket. That's what I like to do. Draw it 2 rails out of that bottom left-hand pocket. Play the 8 inside. Looks like he's going to try and just come straight up at it. To me, that's risky. He hit it perfect. To me, that looks a little bit risky. I like going 2 rails out of the bottom corner. But I'm not up at the table, I'm sitting in my chair. Angles are, if, a millimeter or 2 different, 1/16 of an inch. That changes the angle, changes the trajectory of the ball, changes your run out. We do the best guessing game we can from over here. And we are Railbirds. My name is Sherry. Thank you for joining us today. We're happy to be able to be bringing you this tournament. Happy Lupe and Kevin and Irene gave us the opportunity. Show them what we can do. We hope you're liking what you're seeing. If you got any tournaments, matches, or whatever you'd like live streamed out here in the Midwest, give us a call. If you're not in the Midwest, give us a call. We might be able to help set you up with somebody who in your area. Looks like Bobby's looking at this combination to start with. The problem is where the 11 is going after contact. I guess ideally you want to push it between that gap there. Yeah, there you go. It's a nice shot. You controlled the 11. And he's going to shoot the 13, get that 11 now, get it out of the way. I think that's straight. He's gonna have to draw out of here. He may just back it up. They're like 6-8 inches, like he just showed you there with his finger, for getting on this 12 in the side or up in the corner, depending on how far he draws it back. And that definitely was not the shot he was looking at hitting. I'll find out in a second if he can see this 14. 12 does not go. Yeah, he's definitely shooting at it. Alright, let's see. Bobby's going airboard again. Well, he did end up with a good hit. He was trying for the 14 and ended up contacting the 15. Kenny's looking to see if this 3 goes in the side. There's a pretty tight. That's a nice little rub on the 7-15 there. Opened it up nicely. About to see what that 3 does now. Kind of looked at it a couple of times. From my vantage point, it does not look like it goes in the side pocket. You can try and come into it here, 1 or 2 rails. I prefer the 2. Gotta figure out something on the 6. I think cut it in. Cut it in. The cue ball might be going into the 12-3-9 here. I was gonna say, I think he wants that ball to hang. Looks like he's shooting through down at the 3 ball. That was a nice shot. He had just barely enough room to get through there. Draw back for a nice manageable shot on the 8. We got 4-3. In favor of Bobby Diebold. Brackets are up online. If you haven't seen the link, it was in the chat room. If you'd like for me to recopy it, I will. This is 8-ball race to 7 BCA rules. Let's alternate break. Eight ball does not count as a win or a loss on the break. If you make the 8 on the break and you don't scratch, you have the option of spotting it and taking the table where it lies or re-racking. If you make the 8 and scratch, it's your opponent has those same options. A scratch on the 8 is not necessarily a loss. As long as the 8 is on the table, the game is still going. Those are the rules that we're playing by. As far as I am aware, nothing has been changed outside of the standard BCA CSI rules for this tournament. As I was saying, with the 8 ball at the end of the game, as long as the 8 is still on the table, the game is still going. So if you don't make the 8 and scratch, it is not a loss in this tournament. See what Kenny's gonna do with this here. That 5-8 deuce is nothing pretty. It's definitely a tester rack here. Anybody gets out here with this one really earned it. These tables are we're playing on are 7-foot diamond pros. Pro series are pockets cut a little bit different. It's a little bit smaller for the most part. That's what all of the tables here are. The Diamond Pro series. 4 1/4 inch pockets, little bitty things. Doesn't, as if being diamond wasn't bad enough for the deeper shelf. Kenny's really studying this rack here. He's looking to see if he can get the 6, I think. Either that or it's just the 4 past it. Well, these guys, they're taking their time because there isn't a whole lot that separates their skill sets. Mistaking not just cost you a game, but cost you the set too. And you're playing guys that can, run out and figure out things and can tell, by the, nth degree whether or not a ball passes and let's see, I think Bobby can see this 14 to make it. He's a nice little rail to get in there and play with for position. Just bounce out and go. 12 straight in. Pretty sure it passes the 11 here. He just has to figure out what ball he wants to use to get on the 8, or actually break the 8 out, because it does not go. It has to be banked from where it's sitting right now. It does not have a pocket. He's called the 13. And play the 13 up in the corner and go a couple of rails around behind the 11. I cannot tell if the 11 goes up in the corner. It looks like it does. I think probably just called it inside. Still looking at shooting it in the side. I think Bobby's finally settled on what he wants to do here. That's a nice shot. He's got a couple of ways he can bump this 8 out, and I think I may like it from... He may have the angle on the 15 right now to just bump the 8 out. Well, maybe you don't need to. He was just looking at it in the side pocket. Maybe it goes, or he's just going to accept the bank and not try to run it and not try to run into it. He'd like to be pretty much right exactly where he is with the cue ball on the next shot. At least that, yeah, what would be that same line of angle for the 12 ball. Yeah, he was thinking so much about the 8. Anything but an easy run out there. Bobby was, he was working hard. Oh my goodness, and Kenny just did almost the exact same thing. This is not something you'll see very often from these two guys, especially back-to-back shots. Bobby's going for the bank here. The 8 ball is open, I believe, to that corner pocket now too. Yes, he's called the bank. Cross side. Okay, looking to see if this 2 goes in the side pocket. It looks like if it gets it. Looks like if he gets the right angle, that it does push into the side. And a hill match over there between that Kevin Ross and Steve McConnich. And I didn't see if Kenny had called the ball when he's playing the breakout on the 2 here, or if he's playing safe. Nice shot. Playing the 5, playing the combination. I think he got a little love. That's a nice shot. Put a nice stroke on that. And just 1 rail down for the 8 in the same hole. It's a good shot. There's 8 ball for 4-4. And we got a tie ball game. Make a match out of it. Alright. Bobby's break. He wants to get that lead back again. Alright, Bobby's come up dry, and Kenny's got opportunity for his first lead of this match. Non-characteristic miscue. Anytime you have to jack up like that on any kind of shot, it just makes it that much harder. Jacking up in speed are two things that change the trajectory of your cue ball more than anything else. And there you go. Kenny was trying to draw back and come back out for the 7. He couldn't go forward with it, or else the cue ball would have run into it, possibly tying it up to the 11 ball. No, the 8 ball, the 8 ball's in a little bit of a predicament here, but I think that Bobby's going to free it right here. They got it mostly open. I don't think he wants to play the combination, but it might be the shot he has to take. 15 is blocking the corner for the 5. Alrighty. Alright, so Bobby has decided that the 4 ball was the right shot there. He's opened up the 8 now for sure. Maybe you can get Kevin over here for a minute or two. But Kevin won his match, Hill against Steve, and knocking Steve out of the tournament. He's actually waiting for the winner of this match. Or the loser of this match, Jamie Goodwin, is waiting for the winner. The next table, you got Tony Jenkins and Houston Rodriguez playing for the right to play the point. That's a nice shot. Probably gonna shoot the 7 now. Gonna shoot the 1, go to the side rail, and come back out above the 12, going towards the center of the table for the 7 next. ready to be joined by my other half. Just got done with a exciting hill match.
Hello, hello. How's it going?
Hi.
What do we got going on over here? Ooh, some exciting action over here too.
Yep. It's
a lot of back and forth action going on over here.
Bobby jumped out the first couple of games, and then it's been back and forth, and then Kenny got a couple of games to tie it up. And keeps ending up with, not a whole lot of real easy stuff to work with.
Having to make lots of good shots to get out.
Yeah, there's been a lot of that.
So it looks like he's probably going to clip this 8-ball. He just has to control both of these balls, cue ball and the 8-ball.
Yeah. If he just clips it, it pushes it out and leaves him a shot on the side, right?
Well, it looks like he's actually going to do more than clip. It looks like he's going to hit it kind of full. Let's see. Yeah, he hit it full. Oh, and he missed a 5. He missed it good though. Left it pretty tough for Kenny, but that 8-ball's tied up now.
And he can get that 5 out of there with the 11. Or he could even get it out of there right now shooting the 9.
Yeah, looks like he's going to play this off the back of the 5 and clear up that pocket. Nice shot.
Yeah,
won't tie up the end of the ball. Yeah, that's good. Sitting pretty nice now. I just have to... the only trouble ball really is that 14 because it's kind of partially blocked by the 8, so gonna have to get some good position on that. But you got the 12 up there in the middle of the table, which should lend itself to getting position on that 14.
No, but you should leave the 13 till the end. Get on the 12 here, which puts you on the 14.
I think he's gonna shoot whichever one he happens to land the best on.
Yeah.
If he would have landed perfect on this 12 to get up to the 14, he probably would have shot that next.
Yeah, well, that would have been like if I, what ball I'm playing for, I would have been playing for that. Because the 13 is so easy, to get to the 8 is real simple from there.
But he was just going to draw back, try to get straight in on the 12. Ooh, he miscued. But he is straight in.
It's like the third time this match he's done that.
Wow.
And I don't know if it was the last game or the game before, but Bobby did something similar and hung a ball, and then Kenny got up there and did the back-to-back shots. And it's not something, you really expect to see in this match.
Right.
But of course, Bobby, true to form, is being very deliberate, and I've told everybody you're not going to see him do anything quick. But he will probably run out when he gets to the table.
5153 Fish in the chat. No, 5153 Flash in the chat room named one of the songs on our playlist.
Oh yeah, the Paris one.
Yeah, Jazz in Paris.
Yeah. That was a nice shot to hold it there for the 10 ball. Just nudge the 8 out a little bit.
Yeah, it's got perfect angle.
Yeah, one rail straight up for the 8. Or 2 rails out. I thought he'd just go 1 rail straight up, but preference. Did you see all the snow piling up outside?
I was trying to ignore it.
Oh, okay.
All right, so
I won't point it out then.
too late. All right, Kenny takes the lead.
Yeah, it was his first lead of the match.
5-4. This is an A-side match. The winner of this will play Jamie Goodwin. That should be a good match too.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I didn't know this. Jamie is a former U.S. Open one-pocket champ.
Yeah, about 20 years ago, from what I understand. Plays pretty good 8-ball too. I lost to him 7-0.
Yeah, I watched him play his first match here, and he gave the guy a few shots, but they rode together.
Mm-hmm.
But no, yes, he plays very good.
Yeah, he got out of line a couple times, but the way he recovered when he was out of line was really impressive too.
Yeah. I didn't know who he was. Had I known, before the Calcutta, maybe do something different.
Next weekend we have a 9-ball tournament, $45 entry including green fee, $250 added with 16 players at Fallen Timbers in Honor, Michigan. That's up near Traverse City. Hope to see you guys up there, or at least tune in on the live stream if you can't make it. But we hope to see you there.
Yeah, come keep me company again.
Yeah. Come co-commentate.
Yeah.
Get tired of listening to our voice? Put your own voice on there. Did he make the ball in the break?
Must have.
Yeah, he did. Okay.
Nice try. I think I'm going to go take a little bit of a break while you have a little bit of a break. Because you got
Do we know what the payout is yet?
I only heard the payout for the Calcutta, which was $800, $550, and $300. It's the only thing I heard. Jason announced that as soon as they had it.
Right.
That was a nice shot. Into the 6-ball to stay.
Yeah, controlled the balls, the 6 and the cue ball nicely. Got a shot.
The 6 didn't end up funny over by that, point on the side pocket. Let's see, the loser of this plays a match, and then you play the winner of that. So well, as it turns out, Kenny was the #1 pick in the auction. So
Yeah, and Huey Rodriguez, he went for a pretty good amount too. I don't remember exactly how much.
yeah, well, there's also Rick here, who is a pretty strong. He's a strong bar box 8-ball player, but he doesn't play on the diamonds very often.
Right.
And going from a valley bar box to this is like going from shooting fish in a barrel to a lake. Kenny's working his way through this rack quite nicely. I really like the way he controls balls when he plays combinations or breaks out balls and stuff.
Yeah, he's got good control. That's going to be just about
nice
perfect.
Speed, straight up and
and not on the rail. That's perfect. That was assuming he makes this ball. That's going to be a break and run.
It's the first one of the match.
Ah.
All right, well, I'm going to let you do one or two games, and I'll be back.
Alrighty. Guys are stuck with me now.
It's a little chilly in here.
The players are taking a short break. I'm Kevin Ross. We are Railbirds Productions. Watching the Big Dogs 8-ball tournament here at Who's Who Billiard Club in Bay City. $110 entry, and I believe, how many players did they get? Did they get 16 players? No, I think it was less than 16. 1, 2. Or was it exactly 16? Let me check. I got the bracket right in front of me. No, it looks like it was 14 players. 14 players. Tournament bracket is online. They don't keep track of the scores, so we can't see what the scores are in each match. All right, it's gonna be Bobby's break. Hopefully our sound and video are coming through good for you guys. Bobby's broken dry. He's got a couple of clusters here. Not sure one group is a definite. I'm not sure one group is a clear-cut choice over the other, but I think I like solids. Once that 2 ball is gone, I think the 8 goes in the corner. That 1 ball can be broken out with the 5. 3 ball is a bit of a trouble ball, though. If you take stripes, there's no real easy way to get at that 10 or that 9-13 by the 8 ball. So I think solids are the way to go here. And Kenny agrees with me. Alright, he's broken out that 1 ball. 2 goes in the other corner. Looks like the 8 will go once the 2 is gone. He'll probably shoot the 1 first, and then just draw back for the 2 next. He's pretty straight in on this 2, so he'd probably rather shoot and stop on the 1 and give himself, that way he'll have a little bit more angle on the 2 to move that cue ball around. Now he's going to shoot the 2 first. Or so I thought. Right, he's shooting the 2. Still don't know what he has in mind for this 3 ball. Oh, I think I do know what he has in mind. He's going to get there from the 6 and break out the 3 here, coming 3 rails behind that 11, perhaps. No?
Can you repost the link on Who's Who Billiards? Okay.
Shoot some inside, try to go into him. Oh, and he's tied up the 8 ball also. In addition to missing his breakout, he's tied up 1 more ball. He's in trouble now. Can he bank this 3? I don't think so. He's looking at it though. So Bobby's got some work to do here. He has to clear out this 913 cluster here. He's also going to have to break out the 11th somehow. He might even be playing the billiard up. The 9 up to 13 into the corner? No, he wouldn't do that. I think maybe he's playing safe. Yeah, he's playing safe. He's blocked him from the 1 that hasn't left anything too juicy on the 3 ball. He's just gonna try to leave him on the rail. Yeah, that's what he's doing. I want that cue ball to get down a little bit farther because he might be able to cut this in. And he also has a 15 on the side if he wants that. Might even be able to see that 10 up in the corner past the 15. Although I think the 15's got him blocked. Alright, he's gonna play safe. Just gonna come off the 14, try to leave him up there back behind where that 13 was. And he has them hooked on both the 1 ball and the 3 ball, so it's a good shot. And I don't think he tied up that 13. I think it still goes in that left corner. It definitely goes up in this far corner if he had to. Kenny's looking at kicking this 3. Be a nice shot if he makes it. Oops. Well, if he makes this, he has a good chance of getting a shot on the 1, but this is a pretty tough shot. It was an excellent effort. These balls are pretty open for Bobby now. The only possible problem ball is at 13 if it doesn't go by the 8. And he's landed on it perfectly. I think it goes. Yeah, it looks like it goes.
I dragged mine out from my last.
Hey Lou, glad you could drop by. So what do you think? 10 ball, roll forward just a little, then the 9 ball next, roll forward off the 9 for the 14 in this in the left corner, come down for the 15 and then back up for the 8? I think that's the way I see it. And I think that's what Bobby's gonna do. Just roll forward past 14, leave some angle so that he can come up for the 15. Well, he's left angle. But this is fine. If he wants to, he can put a stroke on this and go up and down if he wants. Which is probably what he'll do. He'll probably put a stroke on this top rail, bottom rail, back to the center. He's not comfortable with it. Ball's got to bounce. And it just got there. Good shot. So just some bottom right. Come off the rail right by the side pocket for the 8 in the upper right corner. He may come across. He's going to come across. Oh, and he missed it. Wow, I don't think anyone expected that. Especially Bobby. Bobby waves the white flag, says that's good. Kenny wins that match, 7-4.